Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Afi and I'm back again with another video. This video, as you can tell by the title, is a December recap. I have missed doing these recaps so much. Like, I don't know how to explain how much I just miss doing recaps. And I guess it's because I just haven't done them in a while. And so this is going to be fun. I think there's just so much I had planned to do in December and I did not do it. Well, and I'm not like complaining about it and I'm not feeling down about it. It's just I think I took some well needed rest time. Like, that was time that I genuinely needed to rest. So that was cool. So anyway, yeah, this is a December recap. It's coming out towards the end of January because, timelines and all that stuff, it all works out. Okay then. So I think this time is going to be a bit different because I don't know, it's just going to be different. But I'm hoping that this video is going to be quite short just because, there's not much to say about December. Yeah, so the first week of December was the end of my CBL internship. I feel like I have thrown the word CBL internship so much around on this channel and even on my Instagram that I have to do a video about it, and I will probably in the future, like maybe April-ish, I don't know. Sometime around that time, I'll probably do an entire video about my CBL internship, how I got it, how it was, the entire experience, just that whole thing. Yeah, maybe April or May, I don't know. So that was the last week of my internship, and that week was what are we doing that week? I can't remember. Wow. Oh, it was a campaign. We're doing a campaign. It was so much fun. Actually, it was so nice. It was a staircase challenge and it was so much fun. Honestly, I genuinely enjoyed it. At this point, I wasn't in school anymore. I'd finished school, I think, a week earlier than that. Yeah, a week or two earlier. I had finished school and so, oh yeah, I finished school like 20th November. That's when I was doing my exams and I finished my exams 20th November. So my plan was to sleep for a week, which I did. I slept that entire week. I watched a series, guys. I finished it. That I did 6 seasons and 2 movies in that week. I was a slob and I started watching New Girl as well. I watched another series. I don't even know. I was watching movies and series that entire time. So I gave myself a week to just rest and just be done with exams and rest. So I did that for a week, and my intention was to get through this past week of the CBL internship, basically just devote all my time to that. And then after that, I was going to now start working on all the other stuff that I had to work on. Guys, the world does not do exactly what you want. So what I did that first week was, first I had the CBL internship. I remember the final day of the staircase challenge was a Saturday, and I was coming from church with my sister, but I don't remember what we had been doing in church. I don't know. I guess we went for I think it was like a funeral service. Like a goodbye funeral service kind of thing. I don't remember actually. But that day we were coming from church. I remember we passed through Naivas. I bought a chocolate. Like, it was just a nice day. I remember that was the last day of the stair climb challenge. So that was cool. So that was my last week of the internship, and that was the last week of like me working and doing stuff like that. And then that week also, I think, is the same week that I took a video that I wanted to post throughout. So planning December for me was basically like, I was like, oh, I'm going to try and post as much as I can in December and get as many videos out so that my channel can have a lot of videos. So that, like, when I find someone and I find a YouTuber, I go back to their channel and I want to watch more about them and just get to know them more. So that was my plan. It was basically like, let me just do more videos so that if somebody falls on my channel, they have content to watch, and it's not just like they're like, oh, there's no content from this person. Because I've done that a couple of times where I have like gone on a channel and it's only like that one video, and I was like, that makes me sad, So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to use December because I was going to be on holiday. That was, first of all, an unexpected school holiday. So, because I thought we were going to start our semester in December, but we didn't. So I was like, oh my God, since there's that, then cool, I can do that. But I had been telling people I'm going to rest in December. Like, I'm doing all this work now because December is going to be rest time. But you see, in the back of my mind, I was like, I'm going to grind for YouTube, right? Cool. That second week, my laptop charger exploded, right? So I had taken a video actually that I wanted to upload. I think it was like I don't know what that video was actually. I can't even remember. I think it was something to do with my course, like what my course is and just like how I found it, and how I found it, like, how did I get to do it? How did I know about it? And all, just that entire, how did I end up where I am, basically, in school terms? And so that's a video I had taken, and I'd taken another one. I think it was like a song inspiration or something. And so I was planning on uploading those two videos the first week of December. Not first week, the second week of December, basically. And so I was just like, okay, fine, I'm gonna do this. And it was second week, because you know how the month started, like, in the middle of the, I think the month started in like Tuesday. It started on like Tuesday. So the first week, I say, is like first to like fourth, right? Then the second week is the next week of like 6th to whatever that date was. So that was the week I was like, fine, let me, do all that stuff. It's all gonna go up continuously. I'd written down an entire list of videos I wanted to post in December. Like, there was all this content and all these plans I had. So then my laptop charger exploded, and I was like, okay, great. Anyone that knows me knows I use my laptop more than the average person. Like, it's the only thing I use. My phone got spoiled a very long time ago at this point. 2020 December was when my phone actually got spoiled. And since then, I've just been using my laptop. When I started YouTube, I use it even more, and all that stuff. So, I basically just use my laptop for everything. So when it's not working, I'm just like, okay, cool. I can't do anything. I cannot even I volunteer at this place, and I couldn't do work for them because my laptop was not working, so I could not use my laptop, so I could not help in any way. So that laptop just crashed. And so yeah, that's basically what happened. And my laptop crashed, and I was like, okay, cool, maybe this is just basically a message for me to just like genuinely rest. And so I said, cool, I'm just gonna rest. So what I did that week, that was the week I took my friend to KU. You guys, I went to Kenyatta University, and that was like oh my gosh, I've never been, that was like an entire adventure, to be honest. Like, it was such an adventure. I enjoyed it. It was, by the time I got back home in the evening, I think I had a headache. I can't even remember. But no, actually, I didn't have a headache that day. And I remember my parents were like, you don't have a headache? Oh my gosh, because usually when I go out and I'm like doing a lot of stuff, or even just stepping out, honestly, sometimes I'm not even doing that much. I come back home with a headache. I'm feeling very, very sick. And I don't know why I get headaches so much. So if anyone is a doctor, please help. But yeah, so that day I came back home and I didn't have a headache, and I was like, what? And that was the day after my laptop had crashed. So my laptop crashed, I think, on like Tuesday. On Wednesday, my friend was like, take me to KU, blah blah, that's her university. I was like, cool, let's go. What? That was an adventure. I got home, my legs were hurting, like it was an entire adventure. Then my friend came over and we were just chilling, and it was nice. So that day was really cool. I think that was the highlight of that week, actually. And that was the highlight of the week, that my laptop just crashed. And I was like, okay, fine, I'm just gonna chill. But that was also when I intentionally started like doing videos on Instagram. Like, I decided, fine, I'm just gonna take the time and just do stuff on Instagram just for fun. Because I think earlier I was scared, one, but I was also like, I don't have the best phone. Like, we all know that. It's a fact. The people who watch this video are my friends. So I don't have the best phone. So it's not really like a secret or whatever. And so, of course, the camera quality is not that great or anything like that. So I was just like, oh, I'm feeling so bad, blah, blah. But I was just like, now I'm going to cry until when? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just get to a point where you're like, truly at this point, imperfect is imperfect and there's nothing we can do. Like, this is my situation. There's nothing I can do about it at this point. Like, right now, I can't do anything about it. So let's just move on. Like, it's bad camera quality. Let's move on. So that's when I actually intentionally was like, let me just do it. It's bad, we all know it's bad, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So that's what I did, and it was a lot of fun, actually. I genuinely enjoyed doing a lot more on Instagram. I think I'm trying to get better at that. I started doing like day in the lives. I started this thing where I do like weekly motivation. So I post like something that I felt touched me as a weekly motivation for everybody else and for myself. And then I do also, what else do I do? Oh, I also do things that I love. So I try to do that like every week. I don't know if I've managed, but yeah, that's when I became intentional with the Instagram stuff. I think I'm genuinely enjoying it. I'm also gaining confidence in, like, I think the more I'm on Instagram, the more I'm on YouTube, the more confidence I gain to comment on people's videos, comment on people's posts. And it's so nice. Like, I just enjoy it because I guess I would like that so much that I want to do it for somebody else. So it's really nice. It's genuinely nice. So I also gained the confidence to do that. Sorry, my stuff is falling. And then the third week, or the weekend. Now that weekend is when we went on holiday. If you follow me on Instagram, then you saw I posted actually like the room and oh my god, it was so cool. Anyway, also if you follow even here on YouTube, I posted a video towards the end of my holiday. Not towards the end, it was the last day actually. It was the day we're coming back. I posted a video that I did then, and it was like me taking stock of 2020. And so if you haven't watched that video, please watch it. It's very nice actually. Great camera quality, great everything. Like, it was just great. It was really nice. But I was on holiday that weekend. And also that was the time, and I think this was the third week. Honestly, these timelines are so confusing to me at this point because I feel like everything just sort of meshed into each other. So I think it was the third week holiday. No, it wasn't. It was the second weekend holiday. By this point, I think I'd gotten a laptop charger already, and I was grateful. But I was just like, I'm not yet back on YouTube. I think I got my camera charger, my camera. Yeah, I mean my camera. I am manifesting this camera, y'all. Manifesting. Anyway, I got this laptop charger, I think a day before we left. And I had a meeting that weekend, so I had to carry my laptop. But I was on holiday, so of course I wasn't doing any work. As in, like, I wasn't doing any work. I didn't even make it for that meeting. But that was also the weekend that Taylor Swift released her album. So it was the best. Honestly, it was just so much fun. I loved listening to that album at that point. And that was also the weekend where I think there's a video I talk about how I wrote this poem type, song type thing. And it was very, very nice. And that was the same weekend. And it was very... that was a beautiful weekend. I enjoyed it. And that holiday actually changed my perspective about so many things. It made me think about so many things. And I'm grateful for it because of that. I think I grew as an individual, and that was nice. And my family has this joke where we're like, in Mombasa, we're all so chill. And then now we came back to Nairobi and everyone was on edge. Everyone was rude to each other and stuff like that. And it's hilarious because it's the truth. But anyway, so... the third week was still on holiday because we did Friday to Tuesday. So when we came back on Tuesday, I was so exhausted. I posted that video that Tuesday, and I think I just rested. I was having a headache or something. And since that day, actually, I had a headache almost every single day leading up to like the end of the year. So the third week was sort of like headaches, and then holiday. And then fourth week was a Christmas week. Towards the end, actually, during that entire process, from the time I think we were on holiday, there was a regional hunduke happening. So my parents attended the first few days. I think I started attending towards the end of it, actually. And and then Christmas week arrived, and that was so much fun. And then I started a workshop. It was so nice. That workshop actually was the best way for me to end my year and begin my new year. Genuinely appreciate having the opportunity to attend that. It was on Zoom, and that was great. Honestly, you know what I think? For me, 2020 just gave me a newfound appreciation for technology, and I just loved all the opportunities and all the endless opportunities that 2020 showed us we could have. Was great in my opinion. Like, I just think 2020 showed us that all this stuff is possible, and it was so nice. And I met the greatest people in that workshop, and I had the best time. We had the best conversations. It was so nice to be around people from our church that were not people that I grew up with. I think that was actually the beauty of it. It was more like meeting people that I did not grow up with, but we still have so much in common, just in that sense. And so it was great. I loved it. I don't know what else I can say about it. I loved it. And so it was a really nice workshop. It gave me a new perspective on faith, gave me a new perspective on my faith, on my life, on just what I'm doing. Meeting other people and seeing their heart was so nice. Like, it was just nice to be with people with such good hearts. That was great. And then we had the regional hunduke, and towards the end of the year, or it was the beginning of the year, we're having like the second gens take over, and I was lucky enough to be asked to read, and that was actually so much fun as well. It was so nice to actually just work with like leaders, like youth leaders. That was great. I feel like I haven't had the opportunity to work with like actual youth leaders, and so it was a fun time. It was a fun time. It was an educative time. It was a very nice time for my faith as well. I think it helped me so much growing my faith and stuff like that. And then the fifth week was now the New Year's week, and I feel like there was so much happening in between, like the last 2 weeks of the year, 1-2 weeks of the year. There was so much happening, but it was so much fun. We spent Christmas with my family. Oh my god, that Christmas was so nice. We went to my sister's house. my sister and her husband went to their house, and we ate and we had a nice lunch, and it was so nice. Like, it's just a nice time spent with family. Honestly, like, I genuinely enjoyed that. And of course it was my idea. Of course it was mine. And it was nice. It was really, really nice. I genuinely enjoyed it. So thank you very much, guys. And yeah, then New Year's, what did we do? Oh, we went for lunch for New Year's because my brother was traveling. So that's what we did for New Year's. And that was the end of my December. Like, I feel like so much happened in that month, yet so little. And I clearly, as you can tell, I did not do that much work. I didn't have school. I was not doing anything for volunteer work. I did not do anything for anything else. Like, it was, I used December to properly rest. And I feel like by the time I was coming into the new year, in the workshop we did like a reflection, and I think I talk about this in another video, but I'm not too sure. But and we did a reflection about like 2020, and then how we want to be for 2021, how we want to be at the end of 2021. And it was great. It was so nice. Like, that was literally, I think I haven't attended a workshop in such a long time, and that workshop really, really re-energized me. And I think also it was more the fact that it was different. It wasn't even about just attending a workshop and learning. It was the fact that it was different, and I loved that it was different. And so, yeah, it was just very inspiring. I think for me, it also just gave me, and just seeing that the people who are in charge were youth. Like, it wasn't old people in charge. I think for me, I'm still growing. So I'm still young, but I'm also sort of at the point where I'm like one of the eldest. So it's just one of those things where you're just like, what? But then just realizing that, like, it's up to me to do some of these things now, or like up to us, like people of my age. It's so mind blowing. I don't know when I grew up, guys. Like, I can't explain to you when I grew up, but somehow I'm here, and I'm just like, But yeah, it was very, very inspiring for me to attend that workshop. It was good. And I think I genuinely just enjoy being in the midst of youth. I think it's, for me, it's just a lot of fun to be with youth, just because people are very different. And I think also something that I enjoyed from the workshop as well is the fact that I did not have to be anything, because nobody knew me. I think for me, it was just that no one knew me. So I didn't have to be anything. And it was nice to not have to be anything. I think for so long, I felt as if I had to be something. I had to be Kenyan enough. I had to be cool enough. I had to be this enough and that enough and whatever enough. And for very long, I felt that. And I think I'm getting to a place where I'm just like, I'm just me. Like, I can just be, and that's okay. Something else that I forgot to say actually that we did was my friend and I met and did a taking stock type of thing. So this is us has this video called Taking Stock, I guess. I don't know. But she was basically taking stock of the year. And so my friend recommended that we watch that video. And when we did, she was like, oh, I think we should do it, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like such a good idea. So we all just like watched the video and took down notes, blah, blah, blah. And then we met, I think it was 31st that we met. 31st or 30th, I don't know. One of those days. I think it was Thursday or Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. So 30th. We met on 30th and we did the whole taking stock. We were there for the entire day. Like, we met at 11 and we left at 6 o'clock. Like, so from 11 to 6 we were there. In the morning when we were walking in, there were people there. They came back in the evening. They were like, since morning. You guys have been here since morning. We're like, yeah. So it was a day well spent. It was very, very beneficial in my opinion. I absolutely loved doing that with her, honestly. I think it's one of those things that, like, you create traditions as friends, and it's such a good thing, I think, in my opinion. And so, yeah, that was a very fun way to end the year. And that was 2020 December for me. And it was just fun, and it gave me, and I think everything that I went through in December, because it wasn't heavy, like I'm busy doing this and that and blah, 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 blah. I think it gave me so much time to think, and so much time to just open my mind and think, do I have to do this? Does my life have to pan out like this? Do I have to be the way everybody has been? Do I have to do exactly what everyone expects? Do I have to do this? Do I have to do that? Does this have to end up like this? Do I have to live here? Do I have to work here? Do I have to, just all those things? Because I think I'm also almost turning 21, guys, which is strange to me, but I'm almost at the age where it's legal to drink everywhere. And so because of that, I think I'm growing up to be a good woman. And That sounds so dramatic. No, but I think December just, it was good. It was a good growing experience for me. Everything that happened was for good. It's unfortunate I wasn't able to do the work that I intended to do, but I think ultimately I got the big opportunity to rest that made me realize that I do need to rest habitually, not just once a year. I need to rest, periodically, habitually, every week, every 2 weeks. Like, I need time to rest, and not just rest, but just like rest in God. I think put more effort into just like carving out like a morning routine and evening routine. Actually tried to do that, and I did that, I think, on my Instagram. I didn't post it. I didn't save it on highlights or anything because it's not solid yet. Don't know if I will ever get a solid one. But you know what? I realized I love to change up things. I do not like things that seem constricting. I don't like when things are like, it must be like this. That I really, it messes with me so much. And I guess that's why I struggle so much with so many people, because I think people love to have that like structure, and I love structure, but then I also like to change up stuff. So I don't know, it's interesting, and I'm excited that I'm getting to know myself even more. And so yeah, that was my December recap. I hope you enjoyed. I know this is so late, and this video at this point is going up just for myself. It's really, honestly, I don't know what, because I don't know which people are even gonna enjoy this video. So if you reach here, honestly, please give it a thumbs up, because I genuinely know that you genuinely love me and love my content. Because I don't even know what the point of this video is. I think I'm just trying to urge you with all these recaps, that it is important to recap, yeah. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, turn on the notification bell so you can get notified every single time I post a new video. And remember to comment anything you like. I try not to delete any comments unless they're very like inappropriate. So just comment. I love reading comments. I love responding to comments. I love all that stuff. So please do it. And yeah, so bye. See you next time.